Let's see here.
Boom, I got both in there.
And this has been bleeding a little bit. Trying to get some of that off without wiping too much stencil away. Live stream from Ink and Dagger Tattoo in Roswell, Georgia. It's Russ Abbott tattooing Ryan's chest. Hello, everybody. How are you doing today?
Roswell, Georgia.
Hey. All right, we're back.
I love the South.
Oh, look at that. All right. You love the South?
I do.
What do you love most about the South? Waffle House? We just had Waffle House
Waffle
last
House
night.
waitresses.
My mama's from Alabama.
So she's so precious to me.
All right, here we go. Do you know what this color is called, Ryan?
Crimson and clover.
Hot pink.
Matches my undergarments. That's a joke.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can actually see.
Now we got some viewers that want to know if that's the truth.
Don't make me
Stay
laugh.
tuned. Stay tuned till the end.
All right, look. It's okay if you laugh. I can fix it. So yeah, the sternum is one of the most painful spots on the body to be tattooed. So you guys are witnessing.
Like a rock. I'm as strong as I could be.
Like a rock. What's the next line?
Nothing else something's to me.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that's not advertising.
That's
jingle.
pretty.
No,
That might be
that's probably
copyrighted.
copyrighted. Yeah, they're probably gonna kill our feed.
Fart. I mean, oop bleep. Hashtag bad language.
Holy shit!
Or is it hashtag not the nips?
Not the nose. One of the first things that I asked Ryan before we drew this tattoo was, "All right, man, I just gotta ask, like, how do you feel about having your nipples tattooed?"
And what was the answer? No bueno?
He was like, well, how should I feel?" I was like, I don't know. I'm just wondering if that's an option or not. Because sometimes nipples can make a chest piece
Or break it?
look funny. Yeah. But I think in this case we
I don't need a million people looking at my nipples.
You don't want to just like fill them in all black, just on the side?
You don't want to just...
Just extra pink?
just a little...
Ah,
I've already got pink out.
there's enough pink for each one, probably.
I've seen a lot of awesome chest pieces lately where the tattooer just totally tattooed the nipple and hit it, and just made it go away.
Yeah.
And I'm interested in that. I don't know if I would let anyone do that to me, but I would probably be willing to do that to someone else.
I don't think I care about it, like being covered, but my brother said something to me once that just bounced around in my head when you asked me.
Mm-hmm.
And just the look on his face when he goes, "The nipples?" And I'm like, I don't want to see my brother do that again.
Yeah. Well, it's really painful. Like when I've been tattooing, I have tattooed a few nipples, and if I'm right here, that's a pretty high level of pain. But like right here on the nipple, it's like 10 times worse.
It almost happened, but it didn't happen.
The fear.
You trust me, right?
I trust you.
All right.
So what are you gonna do? Not gonna happen?
I'm not going to tattoo his nipples without his consent.
Okay.
No consent.
No consent.
Hashtag
Is that
no
all caps?
consent.
Would that be all caps, no consent? Or was that...
Yeah.
So it'd be like yelling.
Yeah.
I just learned that today. All caps is yelling.
Yeah, before that,
I
you
just
were
thought
the
it was
rudest
I just thought it was
person who
cats.
ever texted.
I'm new to it.
Dude, I learned that on like AOL 3.
That's pretty awesome because I've used all caps on a lot of stuff. So I wonder if there's a lot of people who are just like, what a dick.
Yeah, probably.
He's just
Internet
yelling
footprint
his-
is yelling.
He's always yelling about his shit. All caps.
Man.
Right.
So yeah, this is fun. Tattooing some hot pink into Ryan's chest, talking about nipples, live streaming to Facebook. What else is going on?
This is a good time for secrets to come out.
Yes. What kind?
I want to hear Lil D's secrets first.
Oh man, there's so many. I've deleted most of them.
And it goes quiet.
I'm trying to think of a secret I'm willing to share.
Oh man, yeah. Because if you tell it, it's not really a secret anymore.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. Where are we, Russ?
Roswell, Georgia. Not the Roswell with the aliens.
But there could be aliens in Roswell, Georgia.
Reptilians.
I've seen
Yeah,
some weird
reptilian
stuff.
army. They live underneath the ground. Oh, alligator face.
I just want to debunk the myth about, Georgia, southern food. There's good vegan food out here, guys.
There's good vegan food in Georgia.
What did you
According
get
to
that was
Ryan.
really good?
Dude, you can
What was
eat
that?
meat the whole
Sun in my
time you've been
belly.
here.
What was that place?
Sun in my belly is awesome, yeah. But you haven't been eating vegan since you've been here. I don't know who you're kidding.
I had turkey sausage.
Yeah.
Was that a secret?
Yeah, that was my secret. That's as bad as they get.
That's wild.
Crazy.
All right. And how do you say the name of that shape again?
Oh man.
We looked
We
it
like
up.
saying it.
It starts with an I.
I.
It's an Ico.
Ico.
It's an icoplanktonic solid.
Icoplanktonic solid.
I think it's icosahedricahedron.
Well, there's
No.
many variations, and like every variation of the shape, it's a slightly different spelling with another syllable.
All right. Well, maybe someone that's watching can research it real quick and definitively tell us.
Yeah. So you try to
What
say it
is
again.
the name? Icosahedricahedron.
And how would you say it?
It's like a pharmaceutical name,
Pharmaceutical.
and depending on how many other angles are there, it changes a little.
Oh shit.
Metatron's cube.
Metatron's cube is not what this is.
No.
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 Not at all.
Which one's Megatron?
It's not. It's
I want to see someone make a
Megatron.
Megatron holding a special cube.
yeah.
Like,
I said cube.
Icosahedricahedron. Can they see the
Yeah, you can
the
totally see
artwork
it. Yeah.
out there on the screen?
Yep.
Okay, so most tattooers draw their tattoos on paper and then they stencil them on, but I'm a little different. I like to take a picture of my client and then draw the tattoo digitally on top of a photo. So if you look back here, this is actually a photo of Ryan's chest and the drawing is on top of it. And the icosahedricahedron, or whatever it is, right here, is a 3D model that Ryan actually made because he's a 3D modeler. And is that what you call yourself, a 3D modeler?
I'm a 3D generalist slash look dev artist.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
And a model.
So you can hire him.
I work in the film and entertainment industry.
Hello.
Uh,
He knows famous people. What? Don't you? Okay. We don't talk about that.
That might be a secret.
Yeah.
They have PR companies that do that.
Oh yeah, they don't need us. They're famous. So Ryan's a 3D modeler, and he made a model of this shape, and then he put lights on it, and we moved the digital lights around in the model until we liked the way that the lighting looked, and then I drew this environment of scroll work around it. So this is kind of a mixture of 3D modeling and digital drawing.
They might want to know we use V-Ray RT.
Oh yeah, he used V-Ray.
V-Ray 3.3. What?
What? Shout out to V-Ray.
Shout out to V-Ray.
This is so nerdy.
It is. But V-Ray, people are like, oh, I use Octane Renderer. The V-Ray RT is just as good.
Okay.
Just
So
as
to
good.
all of you guys who thought that Octane Renderer was the best, we actually did this with V-Ray.
V-Ray.
Plug it.
All right.
That is maybe the nerdiest thing I've said.
All right. I'm gonna switch to this other color. I don't know if it's gonna look good or not, so we're just gonna fucking hope for the best. I've got all the hot pink in there that I'm gonna put in. So time for this is called Bermuda Blue. I gotta really
In the background.
I gotta be careful here because I want to make sure that all the hot pink is out of this tube. Yeah, I've been doing the background behind the, taking the inside face of the shape. Sorry for the lull in activity here, guys, but I'm just making sure that I don't contaminate the Bermuda blue with hot pink, because that would not be a pretty color.
What are those inks you're using there?
I'm using Eternal ink. Let's see here. All right. And we're good. All right, so if you're just joining us, I'm Russ Abbott. I'm tattooing Ryan. Little D's behind the camera. What's up, Little D?
Hey everyone.
We're tattooing out of Ink and Dagger Tattoo in Roswell. That's in Georgia, if you didn't know. And Ryan is getting this sort of ornamental, geometric mashup here. The shape in the middle is a icosahedron until someone corrects me otherwise.
Someone said it was like a polyhedron or something. I ain't a scientist.
It's a hedron of some sort, and it's polygonal. That is true.
Yeah, so all that's correct. So it's a polyhedron.
It has 18 faces.
Wait, are they're actually telling us now?
I'd go. Somebody go into Maya and create a planetonic solid, and it's in there.
It's a polyhedron with 18 faces. No octahedron is regular, hence the name does not commonly refer to one specific polyhedron.
Is that your nerd voice? Read it in your nerdiest voice.
It's a polyhedron with 18 faces. No octahedron is regular, hence the name does not commonly refer to one specific polyhedron.
Well, there you have it.
Thank
Zelda or Transformers? They don't
Zelda.
under Zelda. Okay.
Come on, is that even a question?
Yeah.
Zelda all the way.
Zelda all the way.
Good boy. All right.
So the original perspective that we had in first shoot, what do you think of that?
How about like that? That's where we were in the beginning.
Not a problem.
Top view.
All right, we just got a call from our producers, and they have requested that we zoom in a little closer.
How it's doing, and please check back in with Chris. We want to hear the feedback. Thank you. Yeah, he said keep it like that. You got a lot more views, and if you want to switch it every now and then to see the reference to the outcome of it.
Okay.
But that view right there really got the viewer's attention.
Okay, that's what we want.
He said, we do keep the beard out of it.
Keep your beard out of the what? All right.
There's more than one 3D model in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Holy shit.
I'm actually naked behind the camera, but that's all good.
I thought you were kidding at first, but then
No.
I felt it on my leg.
That's the worst thing about this live streaming is that if anyone does laugh at our jokes, we don't know.
No
See?
one's
That is,
Right now.
that is the truth.
No
Yeah,
one's
that is
laughing.
the truth.
Sounds like it. It's just better to assume they're not.
Or they could all be laughing at the same time. Well, I see some laughing face emojis.
Ooh.
I wonder if they have like any scientific emojis they can put on there.
If anyone's watching, they should all press the emoji right now.
What emoji do you want them to press?
The beaker tube one.
A beaker? Yeah. Do they have one then?
I don't know.
Wait for it.
All right. Let's stretch over here a little bit. Is my hat blocking your view?
No, this is great right here. Looking good. Take a little screenshot. My consult's here.
Okay, Little D's gonna step away, but I'm gonna stay here and keep torturing Ryan. Just so you know, anyone's questions, I cannot see them. Let's keep sending some emojis. Like. Bermuda blue. It's such a pretty color. I'm glad we're doing Bermuda blue.
Yeah, you happy with that?
Yeah.
I can probably read questions for you.
Oh, okay. Maybe Ryan can.
I'm gonna turn the head for you.
Yeah.
See what happens. Oh, yeah. $3,500
Questions?
people watching right now.
Oh, okay. How's this feeling, Ryan?
I'm trying not to think about it.
Oh, okay, I'll remind you. Everyone, distract Ryan.
Distract.
Send him some nice comments. He's reading the comments now on his phone, so if you've got something nice to say to Ryan, who's sitting here having his chest drilled, please send Ryan your love. Keep the volume down. Did you text your family back home and let them know you were live on Facebook?
No, they would call me a sinner or something.
Okay.
It's a nice piece, man.
Awesome.
It'll look cool when it's finished. Cool. Lots of emojis. Wow, you guys are really cool. Does it hurt? Yeah. Right
Yeah.
down the middle is where it hurts. You're a beast, Ryan. Thanks, Lori. Sick tat, man. I'm digging the 3D look. I'm a lucky man. Heart chakra. Well, people want to know about the heart chakra, the geometry, right? So I've spent blood, sweat, and tears creating 3D geometry for my career to support my family. I just felt it was appropriate right over the heart, right?
Yeah. What do you mean by that? Blood, sweat, and tears creating geometry.
Literally working 12, 13, 14-hour days on films and commercials, television shows, make all the stuff that people don't really realize is happening.
Right.
Like the best visual effects are the ones you don't see.
Yeah.
Like you see a bunch of these videos going around of people calling out bad cheesy visual effects because the good ones you don't see. You just think it's happening.
Right. One of the things I've noticed since I do digital art for my tattoos is that when people know it's digital, they kind of think that the computer just did it all.
Yeah.
It's common, right?
Yeah, they think we're just button pushers.
Yeah.
But there's definitely a lot of heart that goes into it. Lots of heart and thumbs ups happening right now. That's the who cares what it means, and it's 3D. How long of a session are we doing?
We're going to go for like 4 hours today, maybe 5.
How do you get a job like that?
How do you get a job like tattooing or 3D?
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
3D.
sure.
Probably 3D. How do you get a job doing 3D?
How do you get a job doing 3D?
Yeah. Typically, like...
You really have to want to do it because there's so much competition.
Mhm.
You really... I've always been like one of the last people to leave the studio. And usually once everyone goes home for the day, the last people remaining are the ones you end up making relationships with,
Yeah.
making friends with, and then finding out that secret little inside tip that there's a company hiring.
Right.
And you should call them tomorrow.
So you're like a freelancer. You don't actually have
Yeah.
a permanent job?
No, I've been freelancing for about 13 years.
Okay.
And I love it. There's a lot of freedom.
Freedom to get on a plane and go get tattooed.
Things like that, yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. I bet a lot of people would love that life.
Also freedom to like pick cooler projects that resonate with you more, rather than having to do every single thing that comes down the pipe.
So what are some things that you worked on that you can talk about?
Oh man, lots of cool stuff, I guess. I guess the stuff I really want to talk about are the things I can't talk about.
Right.
I've done a lot of things involving the like Star Trek universe. Done a little bit on all the Transformers movies. Currently work on the TV show Arrow and Flash and Iron Fist.
Are those all on yet? I'm not sure I've seen those.
All of them are on except Iron Fist. Iron Fist is coming out soon. I probably can't talk about much more than that.
Okay.
But it's pretty. We got a hello from New York.
What's up?
Australia. Where are you from, Ryan? Coral Springs, Florida. Fort Lauderdale, but living in Los Angeles for the past 13 years. Got Missouri and Oregon. Got a what's up from the UK. New Zealand in the house. South Africa in the house. Brazil in the house.
What was that?
Brazil.
Oh shit, I'm going there.
Scotland in the house.
I'm going to Brazil, Sao Paulo, Brazil in like, I don't know, like March of next year or something like that.
Yeah, Russ is going to be in Sao Paulo next year. Keep your heads up. Maybe you can bump into him. And
I'm going to be at a convention in Puerto Rico in December. I'm going to be in Puerto Rico, and I've still got room for a couple of more appointments. If there's anyone in Puerto Rico that wants to get tattooed, shoot me an email.
you guys get all that?
Yeah, shoot me an email. Get tattooed in Puerto Rico. I've still got space.
Yeah, email Russ for Puerto Rico.
How do you email Russ? I'm not going to give you guys my email right now, but if you go...
Jane Goodbye lives in Coral Springs.
Go over to my Facebook page.
Yeah, click on Russ's Facebook.
Click on the link and go follow that. Don't go too far. Come back and watch his tattoo.
What's up, Jen Goodbye? Where in Coral Springs do you live? No one cares. Everyone cares about Scotland. Scotland's beautiful.
I've never been to Scotland.
There's many of good Scots in Scotland. We have the best Scots.
Oh, was that your Trump voice?
That was a terrible Trump
We
voice.
have the best Scots. I don't do that.
Tulsa, Florida. Germany. Tennessee. How did you find or choose Russ?
Oh, that's just a sweet story.
It's a loaded question. I don't know. You want to tell me?
How did you find or choose Russ? This is not the first time I've tattooed Ryan.
Yeah, this is not the first time. We have a storied history together. They want to know if you'll ever come to the UK.
I might, yeah. I'd like to. I don't have any plans at the moment.
Alabama, Houston, Scotland. Australia is the place to visit.
I'm gonna pull out a larger needle, fill in that area right there in the center.
Okay.
I think you'll appreciate that. It'll be nice to have it. Might be able to move a little faster on some parts. So
Yeah.
hang tight.
Cool. Reloading. California. Eh. Nice. Haiti. Hell yeah. How's Haiti hanging in there after the storm? Our thoughts are with everyone down there.
Yeah.
way.
No way.
This person lives like right down the street from where I used to live. It's
Oh,
so
really?
crazy. Sample and Sawgrass. That's crazy. Yeah, I went to Douglas High School.
That's your alma mater.
I suffered through Douglas High School. Oh man, here. Look at that question. Estonia.
Someone just mentioned Ink Master. Are you guys watching Ink Master right now? My good friends Kelly Doty and Sketchy Lawyer are on there right now. And they're kicking ass. Who's watching Kelly Doty and Sketchy on Ink Master?
Thumbs up for Kelly Doty. Oh my god, this girl graduated 2 years after me. You know my brother Adam Reed. Oh my god.
Alright, here we go.
Barcelona.
Barcelona!
Tampa. Pennsylvania.
What's that?
Good.
Good stuff. You know, with twice the needles, it gets done twice the
Belgium.
fast.
Are we still in action?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some chick went to my high school, graduated the same year my brother did.
What?
Yeah.
Did you guys ever date in high school?
I don't
Or
know.
Did you ever reach out to her that you wanted to get her for that dance, or didn't happen in high school?
Are you making a love connection now?
No.
It's okay. Yeah, not available for 3D modeling. Only 2D through the screen.
Atlantic City. Breathe, Ryan, breathe.
Woo! It's just a beauty pass now.
All right. Your inspiration to 3D modelers everywhere. Oh man, some of these comments are
This is not a Star of David. If it's Russ Abbott, you can bet he's using Eternal Ink.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Yeah, who's getting tattooed in Puerto Rico?
Love that blue
Seriously.
watching from Florida.
Yeah, that makes it hurt less, right? Reading comments.
Yeah.
It does, right? It
honestly,
does.
the more I read, the
The
less
better.
I notice.
Nice. All right.
David doesn't feel a thing. Thanks, David. Thanks. Complete outline, please. Really?
What's the question? Is that a question?
That's a demand from somebody who really.
Was it
Yeah.
good techniques? All caps. They're yelling. That's what I learned today.
We're gonna get a lot of calls for tats in Puerto Rico.
Oh, good. I hope so.
I hear Puerto Rico's a beautiful place to tattoo.
I hope it is. I'm excited to go there. It'd be nice to have some appointments before I get there.
Miami. Oh,
20-sided dice. Is that what you're reading right there?
I could put a little number in each window and
What?
maybe go meta with it. I just got asked to join a D&D team, actually.
Really?
Yeah. But the guys are way out of my... They're so smart, I would just embarrass myself. They're like guys that work at JPL. And I'm like, ah.
Russ used to be a professional D&D player before he started tattooing, right, Russ?
That's
am.
incorrect.
Not correct.
No, I never played.
What?
Never did, man. You know, I grew up in a really, like, Southern Baptist environment where, like,
They wouldn't like
anything that was remotely possibly
Demonic.
satanic
that.
or
The
demonic.
devil's gonna get you?
Yeah, that, you know, like, for instance, here's a great example. The Smurfs.
Yes. Are they
Now-
satanic?
They are possibly satanic.
Which color
What?
blue are we using?
Yeah.
Smurf blue.
This is Smurf Blue.
Some
There was a
of that.
time where
Tell us
my
about the Smurfs.
there was a time where they used to have those little like plastic figurines of the Smurfs.
I remember.
And I was collecting them for a while, and I guess my mom was listening to that guy, Dr. James Dobson, Focus on the Family on the radio.
Yeah.
And he must have like said something about the Smurfs maybe being the devil's work or something, because she got really like freaked out about the Smurfs, and for a minute she was saying I couldn't watch the Smurfs anymore, and she tried to get rid of He-Man.
And the Smurfs?
Yeah.
That's cold.
So, yeah, you were talking about the Dark Crystal earlier. Like,
Yes.
I would not have been allowed to watch that probably because it looks like demons.
Like politicians?
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
Exactly.
Just kidding.
Hopefully we can come here. It's great.
That is crazy, Russ. I've always thought the Smurfs were really not that satanic at all.
Well, there's a lot of like psychedelic undertones with the Smurfs.
Oh,
You know,
they're always
they live on
taking
mushrooms and
right?
what? Oh, hey Dan. That's the guy that was just here earlier.
Oh.
He loves to pick on me
Russ
because I
dated
dated
my
his
wife.
It's awkward.
I could hire you to do tattoos at my
Everyone
Smurfs
knows-
are satanic. Everyone knows
I
that.
guess that's a known fact. Wasn't that a Smurf that
It's
came out of the wall in
hypnotic,
that
Russ.
movie?
You're hypnotizing Barry Rich, Russ.
No.
It says it's therapeutic for him.
Oh boy. Whatever works. Yeah, so I'm glad that my mom shielded me from the Smurfs because
Smurf
God
was
knows.
one lucky chick.
I think there was
Yeah,
a
she's the
Smurf.
only girl, isn't she?
Yeah.
So that probably wouldn't fly by today's standards, would it, Ryan? You're in the film industry. Would they get away with just having one female?
No.
No,
They
they
would
wouldn't do that.
introduce a couple more.
They wouldn't all be able to be the same color either.
It's got to pass the Bechdel test.
The what?
Who's Bechtel? Dr. Bechtel?
So it's almost scientifically proven at this point where the Bechdel test, to pass it, if one female on screen talks to another female on screen about anything other than a man, it's widely accepted as a successful project, and like the numbers are there to prove it.
Wow.
So,
what do girls talk about besides men?
oh my god.
I'm kidding.
Some people keep asking why you don't use that, the V. I don't know if you can just say the brand, Vaseline.
Vaseline. Why don't I use Vaseline?
Yeah. I use Vaseline for something.
I mean, I've got some right here. I've got some of the H2 Ocean goop right here. I can put that on there. I use it. I just don't use a lot of it.
Where will we be able to see the finished look? You can follow Russ on Instagram and click like on his fan page on Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Yeah, and you know what? Tilt the camera up and show them
Okay.
what it's going to look like, because I've got a digital
There you go.
rendering of it.
Digital rendering. Let me take this and get it a little closer. Tripod.
So that's what we're going for, but it's going to take a few sessions to get it there. But it will look pretty much like that.
Let me get back up.
All right, yeah, put that back on the tripod. Original form.
Tell us a funny joke. My life.
That's the joke.
Yeah.
So, Lil D, you just did a console. You stepped away for a minute.
Yes.
What happened?
I will be finishing a tattoo that is unfinished of the cityscape of New York.
Okay, so someone from New York started a cityscape of New York.
Actually, they're from New York. They got the tattoo started in Florida, and then I guess their artist got busted for weed and is now on the run. So I'm gonna finish their tat for them.
So they can't find the guy.
Aw.
He's unavailable for tatting.
Brittany, that was really mean.
Aw.
What did Brittany say?
She said my future's a joke.
What? Jeez.
Sad face
Abusive.
emoji.
Yeah,
Wow.
you know, Ryan, despite what you might think, there's still people out there who think that tattoos are a bad idea.
Yeah.
Brittany is one of them.
She's obviously never seen the Smurfs.
Visit Azores. Where is Azores, Pedro?
Is that in Puerto Rico? Azores? Azores, yeah. Come guest spot, tattoo parlor. I will love it there. Okay. Yeah, I'm on the way.
You're actually going to be there pretty soon, aren't you?
Nice.
I don't know where Azores is, but
But you'll be in
I'm
Puerto
going.
Rico, correct?
If that's in Puerto Rico, then I will be in the vicinity very soon.
Yes, they are, Angelique. Yes, they are.
Tattoos are always a good idea. That's right. Not always. Sometimes they're definitely a bad idea. But we love them then too.
That's a good Russ question.
Does it put more pressure tattooing on live stream?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if I accidentally tattooed his nipple right now, or something like that, and everyone would see it, but I wouldn't do that.
At least not right at this moment.
Not on purpose.
Increased hotness 90% with a new tattoo.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Portugal.
Portugal, nice. Oh, it's in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, but it belongs to Portugal.
Oh.
That's pretty rad.
So it's an island that belongs to Portugal.
Somebody owns a tattoo parlor shop in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. That's sick.
They probably don't get a lot of walk-ins.
Yeah.
Only sail-ins.
Sail-ins.
Sail-ins. Have availability for sail-ins today.
Why are people making angry faces? It's a lot of angry faces.
Yeah, it's probably there's just one angry person just
That's
pressing angry face a lot.
Over and over.
What do they call those people? The turd in the punch bowl?
Why all the angry emojis? Everyone hit angry emojis all at once. Do it now.
Yeah. I like how it's got such a
No
big
one's doing
forehead.
it. No one's doing it. Angry. Angry. There it is. Guys, how do I type in these big blue letters? I'm not sure.
Oh, Victoria's angry.
So many faces that are mad.
All right, there they are. It takes a while. Look at that. So angry. All right. I think there's like a time difference between what we see and what they see.
Yeah, it's like a 30-second delay, maybe.
That can be confusing.
There we go. We're back in action.
All right, back. Bermuda blue. I've got to keep in mind the locations of the light rays that are going out here.
So does size really matter?
All right, standing up here. Can you guys still see?
Russ is standing. You're still in the frame.
I do not like to stand and tattoo. It makes me very angry. Send more angry faces.
I like Nick's idea of adding a waffle.
Adding a waffle where? On your belly?
Ooh. Waffle in the belly button.
What'd you see?
Way better than TV. Fuck yeah, it is. Look.
Is
Live
this
action.
Your most painful tattoo. So far?
Yes? No? No. No. Come
Russ
on,
is
don't
not-
do me like that.
Russ is very gentle.
Yeah, thank you.
He smells nice.
You would know.
They
can't see that, but
Armpits right
I
over
wish
my
that-
nose.
I could always
It's
zoom
great.
in, but-
And you really do smell nice. So
We'll keep it G on that.
They can't tell that my armpit's in his face?
No, but I could.
No, that's alright.
no,
No, we'll keep it. Let's keep it regular. A blue wall. I don't know.
I think a blue waffle's like a sex thing right
What?
there. Like a bearded clam or something.
It's like
Internet thing.
Nantucket vulture.
Yeah, it's probably just more of that.
Something
Like a dirty
that.
Sanchez.
Jesus.
Who knows what a dirty Sanchez is?
Oh. You just opened the
Here it
Pandora's
goes.
box.
Here it goes.
Or wait, was it a bad hombre? What's a bad hombre?
Oh, that's definitely a move. Oh, man. Here it comes.
Bad hombres get kicked out of tattoo shops for having purple or orange hair, orange skin, and cotton candy hair.
Oh boy, don't open that can of worms.
No.
We're gonna keep this
Waffle
politics
nips.
and religion free.
Waffle nips.
Waffle nips.
Can you tell I used to
Slayer.
date a body piercer?
Your nipples look totally normal to me. It doesn't look like you ever had them pierced.
Really?
Please show the tattooer's face.
Ugh.
You should go to Russ Abbott's
Good, yeah.
fan page and click like.
And he's got plenty of his pictures of his face on there.
On my Facebook.
Oh yeah, blue waffles is definitely a bad internet thing. We should.
Is it a bad? What is
Yeah.
it?
It's
Let's
here,
you Googleize
read
that.
what this guy said.
Oh.
Dang. Did he write cooter?
Oh.
He did. I think it was a good choice of words.
Cooter.
Aw, next up I need a tan. Really?
What? Dang.
Really?
Dang.
I don't like white people.
Ryan is allergic to the sun.
I'm allergic to the sun.
Yeah. People
So,
that
I
get
mean-
bright colored tattoos are not supposed to get tans.
No.
They just don't really get them.
Yeah, that's pretty hard.
Jessica says, please don't show a blue waffle.
We didn't even bring up the blue waffle. That's not our fault. I'm gonna pour out some of this Bactine and soak your tattoo in that.
Oh,
It's gonna feel so nice.
Alright, here's where I breathe.
Okay. Yeah, relax for a second.
Put it down the
I'm gonna
phone.
put it here. I'm gonna put it on your face so they can see it. Okay. No. Okay. No.
You can. I'm
Alright.
gonna cover my face.
Talk
though.
to him. All right.
Bactine time. Here we go. Ready? When you are.
I gotta get my gloves on.
I don't like complaining.
You're not complaining.
Whenever I whenever I FaceTime with my kids, I'm just like they make the worst faces.
Yeah.
It's great. I think the worst part isn't the tattooing. It's gonna be flying home, sitting next to somebody for 4.5 hours, bumping me over and over.
Bumping your chest. I don't think they will.
That's the Bactine.
Dang.
Oh, it's like
Were
water.
you expecting something else?
I thought it was gonna.
Oh, no. It might burn a little bit, but it numbs you out too. A little.
Well, that takes all the fun away.
Yeah, you gotta pay your dues, man.
Yeah.
You gotta earn it. He's earning it.
For a second there, a couple weeks ago, I was like, oh, maybe I'll have someone working on my leg at the same time.
Yeah,
So
you wanted
glad
to
I
get
dropped
two
that
tattoos
idea.
at once. What were you thinking?
I don't know. One day.
Alright.
Where are you going now?
I'm gonna continue with the Bermuda Blue. around the outside of it, I think.
Oh, nice.
Or maybe right here. How's that?
Where was that?
You can't even feel it, right?
No. It's only gonna last, what, like 10 minutes?
We'll see.
You got a battery going dead or something?
No, I realize like when I look at the comments, it totally makes time go by faster. Are there any specific things you want me to call out when they ask the questions?
No, just anything that you think I might want to answer.
'Cause they come in so quick.
I just realized a line is missing. Switch this up. Man, we were running out of things to talk about here, guys. Little D, that's
Yes.
where you come in. Say something. Entertain us.
Okay. Let me get my coffee so I can amp myself up here.
What do you do to keep the transfer stencil to stay on so well?
I don't wipe it.
It's a blotter.
Try not to wipe it too much. And when I do wipe, I wipe away from where I need the stencil to be on. So I pretty much just wipe over the parts I've already tattooed when I'm outlining. I haven't even touched this part at all. This has not been tattooed. You can see I'm sort of losing the stencil right here, but I can see it enough. So I'll just, I'll actually have to flip the whole table around just to tattoo those parts.
I'm gonna zoom out a little bit so you can see that.
Oh, okay.
There
Yeah,
we
this
go.
is the part where I'm starting to lose the stencil, but you can still kind of see it.
How long have you been tattooing this piece here, Mr. Russ?
Let's see, we started at around 3 o'clock Eastern time. What time is it now? So 3.5 hours, give or take.
With a couple little breaks, right?
Yeah, a couple of breaks.
We ate some,
Chipotle.
greatest. Look at that angle. Yeah, there we go. Hearts, hearts, hearts.
All right.
Yeah, it's a lot better to dab when you're tattooing, when you're doing the outline than to wipe. Don't you think, Russ?
Yeah, do a little dab, and I also put some ointment on the skin while I'm working, and that helps the. It keeps the ink from kind of sticking to the skin so much, so it comes up easier.
Michelle wants to know if we wipe forward to back or back to forward. We always wipe back to forward.
That's a weird question.
Where is the shop located?
Roswell, Georgia, just north of Atlanta.
North of Atlanta.
Yeah, if you fly into Atlanta Airport and then drive about 40 minutes north, that's where we are.
We want to see what the finished product's going to look like in a couple of those. Should we show them again?
Sure.
Don't call it a gun.
Can I unplug this one over here, Russ?
What is that?
This small computer, or don't do that?
No, you can't. Just angle it up so they can see that.
There is an example.
Everyone wants to see Russ's face. They should know if you go to his fan page and click like, you definitely see his face. Belgium in the house. How many needles were on the blue?
13.
13 needles.
So I've just got this slightly lighter version of Bermuda blue where I just mix some white with it. And in these spaces that are left, there's going to be just pure white eventually, but we're not going to put that in right now.
Gabrielle's asking about your method for creating your artwork.
I do all my designs digitally using Clip Studio Paint and a Wacom Cintiq, and I draw them, but I also incorporate different types of elements. Like in this case, we used a 3D model that Ryan here created himself because that's what he does for a living. And so we were able to combine a 3D model for the centerpiece with my drawing for the elements surrounding the centerpiece. And the whole time, I think that I spent in this drawing was probably about 3 or 4 hours. And we have a full color rendering of what the tattoo is going to look like. It's enough for me to go on, and enough for me to feel confident that I'm going to be able to tattoo it. So it's not like a completed painting by any means, like I couldn't make a print of it or anything, but it's good enough to proceed with the tattoo, and it lets my client know what their tattoo is going to look like, which I think is a huge advantage over the way that most tattooers do it, where you just kind of have to take a wild plunge and hope you like it.
I think 3 people basically ask, what would you call your style?
I call my style illustrative and ornamental. I do several different styles, so that sort of covers the gamut, but illustrative tattooing is essentially like realistic tattoo subject matters with outlines around it and more structure, like more of a traditional tattoo approach to realism, I guess. And ornamental is just, tattoos of designs that aren't necessarily subject matter that you could recognize, like this is ornamental scroll work and this is a ornamental geometric design. Okay, this whole thing has to get a light Bermuda blue kind of outline around it.
Yeah. There you are.
That's the spot.
Yeah,
That takes top prize.
like that. What was that? Some sort of beast unleashed in the shop. Little D, since you're holding that in your hands, why don't you take them on a quick tour around the shop?
Okay, sounds good.
All right. You guys want to see the rest of the shop? Yeah.
Here's Mr. Russ.
What's going on?
Ryan barely feels it. Let's go look at the rest of the shop.
Show you.
Show over here.
Hey, little D.
Age,
What's
sex,
he doing?
location.
They can't see that. What are you doing?
He's dancing a jig.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
Thank you. I'm also good at dancing.
What is your favorite food?
I love Chipotle.
All right.
Let's see what these other guys are up to.
$3.
Wow.
Hey, Matt. What are you making?
I'm making Tweeterburgers.
Whoa.
Is that live?
Nope.
No? They're gonna take that part out, right? You just edited it.
Oh, Miss Savannah.
Oh, yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Who am I talking to? Just
Facebook world.
camera? Facebook world? Hi, friends of the internet.
Can you feel that?
A little bit. It's like a tickle. A little worse.
How many feet are you doing today? Let's see what we got here. There's 1 foot.
Yeah, Charlie, you got any other feet I need to know about? Might as well just knock them all out at once. God damn. Okay.
Super. Chris Kreider's. Back to Russ Abbott.
Whenever it hurts, rock formations and Joshua Tree. Make it go away.
Okay. I've never been there.
It's not that far from Pasadena.
Good to know. My buddy Trips was in Pasadena this past weekend for a tattoo convention.
Nice.
Oops, sorry.
It's all good.
What's wrong? Did I crush your arm?
Pinched a little thing.
You okay?
All
Are you
good.
tattoo?
I'm gonna get back on this little tripod.
How's Charlie doing with his...
Charlie
Foot
is
tattoos.
on foot number 2.
Oh, good.
Said he could barely feel it.
What? Awesome.
Yeah.
Really surprised when you came in there with the
I
live
told-
stream
I told
camera.
him I was just taking regular photos.
Oh, okay. So they didn't even know.
Nah. I might have to. I'm gonna go tripod other side.
I'm just blocking it.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time getting any further
Around?
over there anyway, so I might just...
Switch them around, maybe, or I'm in your way, probably.
No, you're good.
I feel like doing some black shading now.
Black shading.
Yeah, black shading. I know, it's crazy.
All right. I'm gonna switch this tripod real quick.
Okay.
Don't be sad. Changing the angle. Changing the angle.
Angle of the dangle.
Here we go. Better angle. The tripod is not happy.
Probably need to go higher.
This is when I can really start showing the lighting. Start to put some black in. Starts to come together real quick.
That light keeps
Making them dizzy.
that angle is like making that light switch.
Yeah, the original angle was still good, right?
Yeah.
You said you're using an FK irons, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's an FK Iron Spectra Edge. I think they call it a Spectra Edge X or something like that. It's a great little tattoo machine. Served me well.
Do you use coils for thick winding?
No, I don't. I actually use the Dan Cuban Sidewinder for the heavy lines. But the Edge works for those too. I just like the way the Dan Cuban works for those.
So happy to see someone that doesn't use gray wash all the time. What voltage do you run your rotary?
I'm at 9 right now, 9 volts.
9 volts.
That's really close to your nipple. Oh my god.
Tell.
Oh. Whew. There it is. That's actually on your nipple. I'm sorry. That was your nipple.
That's definitely the...
There's a difference, right?
Yeah. Nice.
So if next to your nipple is like a 5 or a 6, what is actual nipple? What does that feel like?
Oh, that's
A 9 or a 10?
That's a 9er.
Niner.
You had to get my face. Yeah.
Oh god, 9er.
Yeah. I was just thinking right before you got there, I was like, it's so nice to be off the middle. And then zing nibble.
Whip shading towards the nipple.
Awful close.
Close up of that.
That is awful
His face
close.
says it all. Thanks, Brittany. This color.
That's called whip shading.
Whip shade.
Whip shade the nipple.
It's,
Super close. It's not on it yet.
Ding 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 ding. No, we're away from the nipple already. You're good. We'll leave that alone. People are gonna think, man, Russ Abbott's a sadistic prick. Man. He tattooed right next to that guy's nipple. He liked it.
thought of going to the other one's terrifying.
Yeah. Great news. There's still another nipple.
Really, another half. Yes, man.
Don't move. That's alright. I can fix it. Alright, Ryan, can you take this elbow and put it over there?
Oh, that's so asleep.
Is this yeah, just drop it right there. Oh, yeah. There it is. Good. Ooh, those armpits are getting right.
Are they?
Yeah, this was like kind of like a McDonald's hamburger with all the onions on it,
Oh.
pickles.
Fuck.
Anytime that I smell smelly people, I just think of whatever delicious food it smells like, and that makes me not mind it so much. Like feet smell like nacho cheese Doritos.
Ooh.
You ever think about that?
Oh, man.
Yeah. I hope that doesn't ruin nacho cheese Doritos for you. That was one of the most satisfying things to do right there, is to fill an area that big with feathered mag. How's it feel? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Lil D's drinking.
Jeez.
Lil D's drinking.
Sorry.
Man.
Tripod failure.
Yeah, watch this. Alright. See what I mean? Pure bliss.
You can barely feel it. I need to fix this tripod so we can get.
Say what?
I'm gonna fix this tripod so it's sitting in one spot.
Is there anyone watching still?
Yeah. Fixing tripod now.
Not really.
Okay.
They really should have like smell-o-vision on this.
Smell-o-vision. I could just describe it over and over again.
Kind of
McDonald's
like
cheeseburger, onions and pickles,
Blue waffle.
extra mustard, blue waffle.
Yeah, definitely a sweaty beast.
Wait, is our maid in here?
I think he went to go get them before last. He did? And you're still tattooing? Mm-hmm. Alright guys, Lil D's gotta walk away. So, is the tripod working?
See if I can get it stabilized here. That's perfect right there, dude.
Alright. So, if you're new here, welcome. I'm tattooing Ryan's chest. We're doing this ornamental, geometric, light form tattoo. My name is Russ Abbott. We're here at Ink and Dagger Tattoo in Roswell, Georgia. Nice ink, horrible camera work. Oh, well, that's not my fault. Thanks. Right now I am just putting in some solid black shading, and then we're going to move on to the other side because that's all we're going to try to do for today is just map out the basic design and put a little bit of shading in so we can lay in a foundation for next time. What's the best way to prevent fading? Avoid the sun. Number one way to avoid fading your tattoos over time is to keep out of the sun and wear sunblock if you have to go in the sun, but it's best to just avoid it altogether. But your tattooer should know how to apply a tattoo in a way where it has a lot of contrast and can stand up to a little bit of fading too. When you start to see those really realistic, soft types of tattoos, those are the ones that are going to have the most potential for not looking so good as the clients age. So we have to watch out for just the lifestyle of the people that we're tattooing, and watch out for folks who obviously worship the sun, and just cater the type of tattoo that we do for them to their lifestyle and their skin tone. So part of the work is on the tattooer to do a good job and do the right style of tattoo for the client, and also to educate that client on what's going to work for them and their lifestyle. And the other part is on the collector themselves to make sure that they handle the upkeep and keep it out of the sun, wear sunblock whenever they're forced to go in the sun, and just take care of their work. Because getting a nice tattoo is a big investment. And you can go back and get them recolored, and you can go back and touch them up. But it can be more and more difficult as time goes on to locate the artist who did the work originally, or even they could be living in a different city, or they might not even be living anymore. So it's best to just try to take care of the tattoo throughout your life and not really count on the whole idea of maintenance so much. Any other questions?
You just answered, while you were answering, they were asking you like the same questions.
Oh, really? Okay.
I use Wild Rose ink balm for mine.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of products you can put on tattoos. Most of them are healing products, not really like maintenance products. I mean, the best thing to do is just wear sunblock and keep it out of the sun when you can.
I want to see more of his hand on where he's actually working.
I don't know why that light is
What light?
washing it out.
It adjusts. If you tap it, it should like expose. What black are you shading with?
Right now I'm using the same black I outlined with. It's the Waverly Bluebird. Sometimes I'll pull out the Eternal, what do they call it, triple black or something like that.
Hey, there's Carrie. Carrie Graham joined.
Hey, what's up, Carrie? Check out your boy. He's getting some sick ink.
What's up, Carrie?
Carrie's like the first person that I know.
Carrie's at work right now.
Oh, is he?
Well, it's 4 o'clock.
Someone tell Carrie's boss. He's on Facebook while working. Who all's on Facebook at work right now? Then tell your boss.
What is this?
Wait, I'm at Facebook. I'm at work right now.
You're at work. Me, Brian Ripley, and Yadin are watching La Boulange. Ain't no bosses.
I'm gonna do this. Stop that light.
Alright.
That means they're all at Method Studios right now. Funny, so Carrie's with a good friend of mine, Yadin, and the guy who in 2004 was the, somebody asked earlier how I got into 3D. So the guy that's watching the stream with Carrie is the one cool guy in 2003, 2004 that like took personal time to show me how to do some stuff.
Everyone else who knew you in those years is like so pissed right now.
Now Brian definitely like went out of his way to like show me some techniques in a painting program.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How about that nipple? You want to do that again? Okay. That's just a little quick stuff there.
And the nipple's pretty
Fix
big.
this tripod.
Are we still messing with the tripod?
It's like falling apart.
Oh, that's
I gotta
okay.
rescrew it in here.
Where's Omid?
He's always gone when you need him.
Man, there's a way of being gone when we need him.
Every time.
That thing's a piece of shit, man.
Okay. I'll get it.
I'll get a better tripod before we stream again.
Sorry everyone, fixing the tripod, fixing the tripod. Thing does not want to sit at all.
Forget the tripod, man. Just hold it. I guess we'll have to go soon if you can't keep holding it. Alright, get super close. Ready? hear that?
Yeah, what is that?
Up here on the collarbone, it sounds like you're tattooing cardboard. Maybe you can't hear that. Probably isn't picking up on the microphone, but it's a weird sound. It's crazy how the texture of the skin changes, and when you're tattooing, you can hear it and you can feel it through your hands. This collarbone skin is pretty unusual.
I can hear it.
You can hear it?
The nip area is crunchy.
Crunchy, yeah. Crunchy nipples. Blue waffles.
Hey, you might want to the music.
Huh?
Okay.
Music.
Let's shut the door so the music doesn't get picked up by Facebook.
I'm gonna get smart.
Alright. One of the best things about this machine is you can actually change the rotation whenever the cord is hitting in the face. I can
Get back
turn
to
it.
work. Nice to join you guys. Hope to see you soon.
Alright, see you, Gary.
Later, Carrie.
Put a thin little strip of black right here inside this little kind of leaf vein, central beam, or whatever you call it in the leaf. What would you call it? The center of a leaf.
Call it a vein.
A vein. Artery. Artery. That looks good. Yeah, we are just about to the point. Wait. Scratch that. There's a whole other part. Any questions, Lindy?
Let's see what we got. They're asking about what type of machine is that again?
What else you got?
How do you keep your
Why don't we have
consistency?
everyone telling us where they're from again?
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of people that were initially joined have logged off, and it's all new people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because a lot of the same questions keep coming up, like what inks do you use, what iron, like what machines, what rotary, what voltage, what color.
Oh, I guess everyone's a tattooer these days, huh?
Yeah.
yeah, you know, they should probably come to one of my live seminars or go to Tattoo Smart and buy my seminar on color theory.
Alright, here we go. Australia, Toronto, Florida, United Kingdom, Australia.
Man, what time is it in Australia right now? Like 4 in the morning?
I don't know, what
I
time
don't
is it
know
in
how time
Australia?
works.
Australia's 12 hours.
Okay.
That's right. Okay.
Nine 13 a.m.
Oh boy, good morning.
Tat sesh. Drink some coffee. Perth, Australia, 7:15 a.m. Indiana, Scotland, New York, Any advice for people interested in being a tattoo artist, Russ?
Yeah, people that want to be a tattoo artist should focus on learning to draw tattoos first, and then collect all of their awesome tattoo drawings into a portfolio and shop it around to the best tattooists in your area and try to get an apprenticeship. That's the best way I know. But the first thing to focus on is learning how to draw, not only drawing in general, but learning to draw tattoos. So learn everything there is to know about the available tattoo styles and learn to draw in more than just one style so that you can show that you have a diversity to your portfolio. And just be persistent and make sure that you're the one that gets your foot in the door. Because a lot of people want to be a tattooer right now, and there's not going to be room for anyone who's not totally serious and dedicated and committed.
How do you stay consistent when doing large pieces, and how often do you break? She's copied and pasted it about 9 times.
How do you stay consistent?
She really wants to know.
From one session to the next, what I'll do is I'll write down the color palette that I used so that I can pour out the exact same colors. That's one way I can stay consistent. And just the experience of knowing what the process is going to be. I've been doing these large scale tattoos for so long that I know what steps should be undertaken first and what should be saved for later. So I'll just generally try to set myself up really well. By the time I sit down 2 or 3 months from now and work on this again, I'm going to have a good solid plan for that day. And there's going to be a nice kind of undercoat that's already healed and settled in and ready to be tattooed on top of again. Because like all this black right here isn't totally solid black. And later I'll put color on top of that, and it'll become part of a blend of color. Is that the whole question?
Yeah, I think that's a good look.
Cool.
I think we really broke.
Who what?
We ate. So we had one break, I guess?
Yeah. Yeah, man. You want a break soon?
Good. Maybe some water, coffee or something, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty soon we're going to stop the stream because I'm getting to the end of what I want to do on this side and kind of getting tired of having to answer questions, honestly, but what do you think? A little more nipple? And we'll call it a day?
Zoom in.
Woo.
Nippers.
All right, man. All right, guys. Well, I think that's about it for today. We're going to keep working, but we're going to end the live stream now. I'd really like to thank Inked Mag for letting us take over their Facebook page for a little while. Again, I'm Russ Abbott. Please go follow my page and my shop, Ink and Dagger Tattoo. Thanks to Ryan for sitting here and letting me torture him today and tattoo so close to his nipple. And thanks to Little D for doing such a good job with the camera when he wasn't doing consultations.
Shaky camera guy.
Yeah. You did good.
I'll stick to tattooing.
Blanche.
Ha 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 ha.
All right, guys.
Thanks,
That's
everyone.
it. Take care.